Well, hello again everyone. It's the end of August 2023 and it's time for another monthly update video. Now unfortunately I haven't got very many videos out in August. Been very busy, not only at work but also going away in the van. I have managed to do a few YouTube shorts. Let me know if you like the YouTube shorts or if you prefer the long form videos. I'm not going to stop doing the long form videos, of course, that is the main purpose of the channel, but I might try and sprinkle a few more shorts in here and there just to keep people updated with what's going on currently. We did have a very nice trip down to the Spears Ash Wood CL in Kent. And yeah, the weather wasn't great for that weekend, but we had a very chilled out time, very relaxing time. Went to the local pub for a meal and played some games in the van, went for a bit of a stroll, that sort of thing. Nothing particularly spectacular, but just very, very pleasant countryside weekend. So check out that video if you haven't already seen it. Now at the time of filming this video, we've not long come back from another stay at the Willows campsite just outside Huntingdon in Brampton. I don't think it's going to end up being a dedicated video for that trip because I didn't really film much while we were there. It was a bit of a hectic family type trip. My youngest daughter joined us with her friend and her friend's little lad, and of course Chaz and Liz were there, and Gary and Joe as well. And yeah, we had a great time, nice meal in the Brampton Mill restaurant there, and also just having fun playing around in the country park and entertaining a little lad who was great, and I think had a fantastic time on his first tent camping trip. The tent, of course, you might recognise from the mining conference videos that we've done over the years. Usually only gets one outing a year, but yeah, had an extra run out this year, and man, maybe we'll see it again at some point soon because I think they all rather enjoyed their camping trip. And fear not, we've got lots more trips lined up. We've got a trip coming up very soon up to Sheffield, where we're going to be staying once again at the Wyming Brook Camping and Caravanning Club CS, which is a little favourite of ours really. And we've also got a dedicated kayaking weekend coming up where we're taking the kayak away with us in the motorhome because we've not used the inflatable kayak at all yet this year, and Nikki does love getting out on that, so we definitely need to get something on that before the weather starts getting a bit more wintry again. Now we'll also be at the Classic Motorcycle Mechanics Show on the 14th and 15th of October at the Stafford Showground. So if you're coming along to that, keep an eye out for us, and if you spot us, come along and say hello. I'll also be at the Caravan and Motorhome Show at the NEC on the 21st of October. I'm going on the Saturday. Nikki won't be with me, I don't think, for that one. But again, if you see me, don't forget to say hello. Now on the Suzuki Intruder front, I've got some disappointing news there. I thought I'd definitely cured that brake problem. And in fact, I did run it backwards and forwards to work a few times, went on some longer rides on it, and all seemed to be well. But I went along to a local motorcycle event, and on the way back I suffered exactly the same problem again. That front brake stuck on and wouldn't release until I'd sat by the side of the road for some time and allowed it to cool down, and managed to ride home just on the back brake with no further issues. But yeah, it seems like that brake problem isn't in fact cured and something else is going on there. We've got a few theories on that which I'll go into in a future video, and hopefully we can get that sorted out with another go at it. But yeah, that is a little bit disappointing. I've also had a bit of an annoying issue with the Triumph Street Triple. There's been a couple of times I've stopped, say, to fill up with petrol, and then when I've gone to start the bike again, it sounded like it's got a flat battery. and all you've got to do is wait for it all to cool down, and then it fires up straight away, no issues. Now we're thinking that might be a problem with the starter motor. We've looked at the clutch switch, we've looked at the battery, everything seems fine. Haven't had a chance to dive in deep and test the starter motor, test the current draw and that sort of thing, but that's coming up, I believe, in a future video if I can get round to it. In the meantime, I'm carrying a jump pack round with me just in case, but just riding to work, leaving it at work all day and then coming back in the evening, been absolutely no issues at all. So I think it's only when the engine is hot and the starter is hot that we have that issue. So could be that there's a problem developing there, which we're going to have to look into and sort out fairly soon. Now we've got a very special viewer's vehicle for you this month, and it's from our good friend George. George is running his own YouTube channel. I'll put a link for that in the description. But George has sent us a picture of his Rolls Royce and Caravan, which he had quite some time ago, I think, by the look of the picture. Now, unfortunately, George only had this for a very short time, because the day after he got it, his grandma stood on it and wrote it off. So, a bit of a sad story there, but he certainly looked to be enjoying it while he had it. Now we'll end with some good news on the weight loss front. I think you can see from the graph that I am on a bit of a steady downward trend. It's very slight, but eating more sensibly, eating a bit less, and yeah, it does seem to be beginning to work. Now unfortunately, the Walk 1,000 kilometre challenge is progressing very slowly. I've been on some longish walks, but a couple of them I've forgotten to track, which hasn't really helped. But there's a weekend or two coming up where I might get a decent-ish walk in, so we'll see if that's picked up a bit by next month. So anyway, that's about it from me on this monthly update, and we look forward to seeing you again soon on a future video.